So if you're someone like me, you have essentially kind of grown up playing Call of Duty Zombies, and it's kind of in a horrible state right now. I don't say this lightly, but modern zombies in its totality just feels soulless to me. And I can't quite put my finger on what exactly feels soulless to me, but in no way does it feel like the glory days of Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2, and the original Black Ops, or even World at War. Ever since Call of Duty has been infected by Modern Warfare 2019 and Warzone, there's just something about it that just does not feel quite right, even with Treyarch games. Most in particular, that being zombies. Now, when they revamped zombies in 2020 for Black Ops Cold War, I was leaning forward on it a little bit, like, all right, it's time for a refresh. Everyone felt like it was, right, at that point. Zombies has not felt the same. And I think what I can't quite put my finger on, which what I think it is the Warzone mechanics introduced in zombies, and they have refused to take those mechanics out. Those being, you spawn in the game with a gun. You can pick any gun you want. These stupid armor plate mechanics that drive me nuts. I don't know why this remains in zombies. It's not a zombie thing. It's not even close to having like the shields in Black Ops 3. I loathe the armor plates. Making perks really not all that important. Making specialty guns not all that important. Really just made zombies incredibly boring. Now they have kind of course corrected in some ways on this stuff. They have introduced in Black Ops 7 a mode where you can spawn in with a pistol and it's point based like how it used to be. That does make it a bit more fun, I will admit, but there's just something tangibly missing. It may be the aesthetics in the sense that Treyarch games nowadays don't look like what Treyarch games look like, say, a decade ago. It still feels too much like a Infinity Ward game, in my opinion. The saturation isn't quite there, and this homogeny of Call of Duty has taken over where everything's kind of got to feel the same, even though it's a Black Ops game or a Modern Warfare game or a Sledgehammer game. It's just not what it used to be. And I wouldn't even say I'm all that nostalgic for Black Ops 3. It's just objectively a better game and a more fun experience. Even in modern zombies, the gobblegums are pretty worthless compared to BO3. For Modern Warfare 3, they introduced a zombie mode, which essentially was Warzone zombies. Okay, cool enough, right? That's what they wanted to do from the start. You could tell. That just wasn't fun, in my opinion. I thought maybe there could be a little juice there. No, I did not like it at all. Vanguard zombies, do you remember that failure? Oh my gosh, that was one of the worst experiences on launch for zombies I think you could ever think of. I don't even know what that even was. It wasn't zombies. It felt like a quick time event you'd play like on your phone or something. I have no idea what that was. So I guess comparing Black Ops 6, Black Ops 7, and even Cold War zombies compared to Vanguard or MW3 zombies, yeah, it looks pretty good. But still, BO6, 7, and Cold War zombies does not come even close to the heyday of zombies. And I think if I'm trying to put my finger on it to actually figure out what the issues are, it's the mechanics, the story, and the overall aesthetics. Going back to the whole homogeny of every COD kind of looks the same now, I think that's a problem. And that takes away from Treyarch zombie games feeling like their own thing. When Modern Warfare 4 comes out in November, it's not going to feel all that different than BO7 for multiplayer. If they have a zombies mode, which dear Lord, I hope they don't, it's not going to feel all that different than what we've gotten in the last few years, because it's just, again, this giant homogeny of which has been a thing for 20 years, right? But the old studios used to be able to have their own style and flair and feel, where the new ones don't at all. It's just the same thing over and over and over again. Legitimately, you can go play a game that's over 10 years old that is far better than a modern game you can play right now. For example, the new map for zombies, the Totenreich or Totenreich, however you say it, you would think this would be a really fun, cool map. The looks of it are kind of there. It's kind of got that World War II grungy feeling. There's something there that doesn't grab me, and maybe I'm in the minority here. None of these games that we're playing right now from Cold War on up will have any lasting power. I highly doubt there will be people 10 years from now wanting to talk about the launch map for Cold War zombies or the launch map of BO6 zombies. I can't even tell you the launch map for BO6 zombies. That's sad. But I bet you most people can tell you the launch map for BO1 zombies, World at War, BO2, BO3, or even BO4. But this modern stuff, no. And another thing too that's really going to hurt these titles going into the future, how all these games are live service games and you won't be able to play them offline. So like right now, you could be off the internet and go play the original Black Ops and play zombies by yourself. No problems at all. Fire up the 360 or the PS3 and you can play it right now. Now, if you wanted to play, say, BO6 zombies, you have to have internet. And And there will come a day when Treyarch, Activision, Call of Duty as a whole will not be supporting BO6 zombies, and they eventually won't care about it, and you won't be able to play this game solo or multiplayer. So the lasting power and the staying power of these modern maps, these modern games, won't be a thing. Another thing too, them bringing back notable characters from the original games just feels like such a desperate move at this point. I'm not saying I don't enjoy, Nikolai and Dempsey and Takio and Richtofen, and like all that's fine, and these are alternate versions supposedly and whatever. I'm not following the story all that close. But bringing them back just feels like such a desperation move of like, look, remember these characters that you love? Where we're putting them in the new stuff. Where when they rebooted all this in Cold War, that wasn't a thing. They tried to introduce new characters and they plopped Weaver into the Cold War zombies environment, and that didn't work all that well, did it? It just kind of continuously fails and fails and fails. And I'm sure there's people out there that are enjoying modern zombies, and that's wonderful. I hope there's a group of people out there that are enjoying the modern zombies like how I once enjoyed zombies. That may be the case. Or it just may be all forgotten and all this is for naught and it's just a waste, soulless cash grab. That could be a possibility too. I totally understand this video is all over the place and has no real rhyme or reason, but I just wanted to come on here and rant about zombies a little bit because the modern zombies from Cold War on up just feels soulless. There's something missing. And yes, in this video, I try to put my finger on what is the issue, but at the same time, it makes you kind of think of like, what really is the issue? And it is hard to kind of pinpoint what the problem is of the overall modern zombies problem, right? So with that said, down in the comments, let me know. Do you enjoy modern zombies? Do you feel like it's kind of soulless like I do? I'm very curious to hear what people have to say, so please let me know down in the comments. And always, if you're down there, if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be greatly appreciated. And of course, thank you for listening, and I'll catch you in the next video.